Jody, good.
Hi, everybody. It's Don and Mark and Amber here. I'm very excited to have you here today. We've got a big presentation for you because a lot of things have changed, some big changes on LinkedIn. And Mark and I have spent the last month, almost month and a half, deep diving, experimenting, and checking things. And we have come up with a process that has developed astonishing results for me. And we want to share it with you and show you what we're doing, how we're doing it, and why we're doing it. And then give you the benefit of that and show you how you can participate and make the difference for yourself. Literally, this is driving hundreds of prospects to me a month. And this is a direct line. And it's not just, oh, hey, let's connect. It's all the way to let's meet up, let's talk, let's do business. Anyway, we're calling this Social Prospecting 2.0 because it's the totally new version of everything that we do. And it's prospecting with video and LinkedIn. And some of this stuff we've gone through before, but I'm going to go through it again real quickly because it's important that you grasp how much of a phenomenon this is, okay? Let's get over here. All right. Basically, stop applying for a job. Okay, LinkedIn was begun as a profile site, a hiring site, if you will, and therefore it was built around that. It was built around your profiles, really resume, and all that kind of stuff. It has evolved into the largest lead generation site in the world by far, and so it's time to stop applying for a job if you're not looking for a job. Because if you're looking for a job, it's like, oh, I'm a hard-charging team player who results-oriented, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. If you want someone to take you on to hire you as a professional, you have to tell them what's in it for them. Yeah. They don't care what you're about. They care about what happens to them. What's in it for me is the key word here. So let's just go through some stats real quick so you can get your head wrapped around this. And there we go. Why LinkedIn? Again, half a billion people, 133 million in the United States, which, by the way, when there's 330 million in the United States, you figure that's the vast majority of people who are worth doing business with at all, okay? Yeah. 1.5 million total groups, 40% of users use LinkedIn daily. That's a lot of people on LinkedIn. 3 million users, I want you to remember this piece, 3 million LinkedIn users that share content on it weekly. Only 3 million out of the 467 million, so pay attention to that. 79% of B2B marketers view LinkedIn as an effective source of generating leads. You've got 92% of B2B leverage LinkedIn over all other social platforms. It is the big dog. The income is triple what Facebook is. It's just amazing, the numbers, this quality, and what's available there. You got to take advantage of that. 80% of B2B leads come from LinkedIn. Yeah. 80%. That is astounding. 94% of marketers use LinkedIn to distribute content. 41% of millionaires use LinkedIn. 71% of professionals feel that LinkedIn is a credible source of professional content. That's another important piece because that's part of what we're going to be tying to. And as of March, 27% of LinkedIn users have between 500 and 999 first-degree connections. If you've worked with us, you should have far more than that. So you're right up at leading the charge, if you will. So that's LinkedIn. Now let's talk about why video. And I got a lot of stats about this. I'm going to go through fast, but I cannot overstate how important video has become. It is all there is, okay? It is all there is. The human brain processes visuals 60,000 times faster than text. It's 80%. Video is 80% of all internet traffic. It attracts 2 to 3 times as many monthly visitors to sites. If you want visitors to your site, and when I say site, think my profile, think see me, okay? 75% of executives told Forbes they watch work-related videos and then at least once a week, and then 65% visit the marketer's website after watching. Well, that's 6 times. That's approximately 45% of all people are going to websites from video, of all executives. Adding video to your social mix, meaning audience, are 10 times more likely to engage and share your post. Remember that, because engaging and sharing is now important. It's important because you'll have something to share. More wide video. Between April and November 2015, Facebook, the views on Facebook doubled from 4 billion to 8 billion a day. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in video compared to 10% when reading it in text. That's huge. 95% retention. If you want to remember if you want to remember what you offer, what you can do for them, you need to put it in a video. The average user spends 88% more time on a website with video. So nearly twice as long on your site because there are videos there. Video on a landing page increased conversions by 80% or more. That's a little more retail stuff, but it still matters because it shows the effectiveness. And YouTube has 1 billion users, over 1/3 of the total internet users on the planet. More, 45% of people watch more than an hour. 98% of posts with images receive more comments, and posts with links have 200% higher engagement rate. Again, that's what we're using, so pay attention to that. Executive agreed that if it's text or video, they'll watch video. Social video generates 1,200% more shares, 12 times the shares that text and images combined do. Not just text and images. A video is 12 times as likely to be shared. Again, think about people referring you, letting other people know about you, linking people to you. That's what matters, okay? We got more? All right. So let's talk about the common mistakes. Okay. The most common mistakes financial advisors and other professionals make with LinkedIn is they treat it like they're applying for a job, which I already spoke to. Okay. They treat it that they write it out like a resume and they think that's going to do it. It's not. It's not going to do anything for you. They expect people to read long descriptions. Not going to happen. They don't use every inch of valuable space to engage prospects. Every single square, every pixel of that page that you're on is valuable to you if you use it right. And we're going to show you some examples of how to turn what seems like dead space into something worthwhile, okay? Mm-hmm. But it's incredibly important that you know that. You don't have a psychological hook to bring in your prospects. You want people to come to you because they're driven to come to you, not just because you nag them into coming to you or connecting with you, okay? This is a way to get them to go, huh? What? Wait for me, I'm coming, you know? And you don't have a funnel for the prospects to get from LinkedIn to your office. Now, if you're not familiar with funnel, a funnel is just the name in marketing for the process that takes someone from an unknown into a prospect all the way through an education or a training piece or whatever, until at the other end they come out knowing, liking, and trusting you and sitting in your office ready to do business. You don't have to sleep through it, but it wouldn't help. Those are the mistakes. Starting from the first contact. When you reach out to a prospect, how do you approach them on LinkedIn in a psychologically powerful way? Okay? How do you do that? In a way that lets you communicate with them multiple times. All right? Now, I'm not talking about people you're already connected to. I'm talking about your desired prospects. Most people, as you know, you can't send them a message. You can't send them an email. You can send them one connection request. If they don't take it, that's it. This is a better way. In a way that lets you address what they care about. Okay? Meet them where they are. Talk to them about what they care about. Sell them what they're already looking for. Don't try to come up with something else. And in a way that delivers the information in a manner they vastly prefer. All right? That is, and in a way that makes you stand out from everyone else. Because, as I said, less than 1% of people are doing this and doing it right. Let's click. Come on. Let's go. We're busy people. The way you do that is a LinkedIn video article. LinkedIn video articles are fantastic way to initiate and nurture contact with great prospects because they allow you to use video as well as images. Okay? So you can use an image and video and text and also some other things, but we're still playing with those. They allow you to take the reader to your site. If I send you to a video, I can take you from the video directly to my site. So if you go to that article and you click on the article, if you do it the way that we've created, they go from there, they pop onto your site, and you've got them doing exactly what you want them to do. They're shared with virtually all your contacts. When you create an article, you can share it with your groups. You can share it with your contacts. When you post it, every one of your contacts who follows you, I think 99% of my contacts follow me. I think it's kind of automatic. So they all see it in their feed when I put it out there. They allow you to share with people you do not know unlimited times. If I'm trying to reach someone as important and esteemed as Mark Moxham, I'm not just going to send him a connection request. I'm going to write 3 or 4 articles directed at what he's about, and I'm going to mention him. I'm going to share them with him. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen. And Mark is going to start becoming aware that Don Brailsford exists and takes space on the planet. When you do, LinkedIn sends them both a LinkedIn message and an email that remarkably says, Bob Jones, you've been mentioned in an article or post by Don Brailsford. Check it out. Now, I want to ask you all to think for a minute. If you've got a message, an email from LinkedIn, and a notification from LinkedIn that someone mentioned you in a post or an article, what would you do?
You'd have to check it out, wouldn't you?
That would be the answer, yes. I've not spoken to anyone who said, I could ignore that. Phone calls on your watch. That's how digital this world has gotten. So this here is a picture of an article, okay? Or excuse me, of a notification. I notified the incredible Mark Moxham that I had done an article about financial advisors getting more clients. This is the email that LinkedIn sent him to it with it. And if you'll notice, it's got that nice check it out thing right here, right up here on the top. I could probably annotate this, but I don't want to start messing it up. And then it's got a shot of the article, so it's a nice visual, right? Now I want to show you something really cool about the article. Here's the article, okay? Now the article is really quite, and some of you might have seen this because I sent it to some of you just for fun. And by the way, a bunch of people jumped on because I did. LinkedIn has always been the place to find. Now, first of all, notice that on the front page of it, I say why they do that, and here's how, and we do that. LinkedIn has always been a place to find prospects, but with all the new video enhancements, it's better than ever. And then I use it, tell them they're doing it all wrong. Don't be intimidated. Here's a brief benefit. That's the article. The article is a short, catchy, pithy, thing that drives them to go to it. But here's what happens when I hit this. I click that. Boop. Look at that. I just popped to our page, and there's my video. And on the video on this page, oh, look, it says connect to Don on LinkedIn. And if you wait 20 seconds, it's going to say sign up for my webinar, right? It could say or do whatever you want, but just understand and comprehend we can bring them to the site you want them to be on and let them, at that point, you're not limited by any LinkedIn things. It's what you've got, okay? That's how amazingly powerful this is. So understand that having an article and doing the right things with articles and getting them out there is an amazingly powerful thing. And again, video is ultra critical, okay? It's in the right place. Might not be in the right place. Okay. Here is the notification he got in his notification box. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, there we go. Which is just, it's click there to go to it. Gives him my name, puts my name in his face. Gives him and tells him what that was a different article I did. And that's just the beginning, okay? Now that you've shared and mentioned them in an article, they are 2 to 3 times more likely to connect with you immediately. It was amazing when we started using articles, how quickly people would connect with me. It tripled the number of people who connected with me, and the engagement became much better. Feedback on the article, conversations, when I reached out to them, boom, they came right back. But here's the thing. If Mark Moxham did not notice me with that first article, I can send him a second article and a third article. If he's important to me and I really want to get to know him, I can keep coming at him. Okay. Familiarity breeds trust.
Yeah.
It's the thing, we fear change. So when you become the standard, when you become the person who's always there, you're the comfortable one. Okay. That's why you want to stay in front of them. You know, seeing you on video starts them down the know, like, and trust path. How many of you heard, when I first got into business, I think they said it was 5 contacts to a sale, right? But now it's 7 because contacts are much, sort of lighter, much lighter. But these contacts are heavier, and you could do dozens of them. So you're really moving down that path. Quality, and this is important, quality, informative videos define you to all your prospects as an authority. And being an authority is amazing.
Yeah.
When you're an authority and people see you as the answer, it is amazing what they will do and what they will go through to work with you. Excuse me. Why become an authority? Because it used to be what you knew, then it was who you knew, now it's who knows you. In social media, it is exclusively who knows you. How many friends do you have? How many likes do you get? How many followers do you have? That all matters. When you're recognized in an industry by name, or much better yet, by face or your image or brand. So if you create a name, an image, or a brand, every aspect of sales and marketing becomes dramatically easier. That's why brands were created. That's why McDonald's and Coke and Kleenex and, go on down the line, Scott Towels and whatever. They're brands because a brand is an association with certain attributes: inexpensive, high quality, comfortable, soft, tasty, whatever. Customers are willing to seek you out and wait for you if they see you as an authority. Everybody wants to work with the big dog. If you're seen as an authority, they're not going to go wandering around talking to anybody. They want to talk to the guy or the gal who knows what's going on, who's been publishing articles, and by the way, only 3% of people publish articles. You keep putting articles out there, suddenly you stand out a great deal. People will confidently and frequently refer friends to you if you're viewed as an authority. Think about it. How comfortable are you referring someone to someone you know as a true expert? Someone you see as an expert, that's an easy referral. It's the same for anyone else, because the fact is, when you introduce someone to someone who's a true expert, that reflects well on you. And every referral is about what's in it for me. And in truth, everything human beings do is about what's in it for me. The people who are magnanimous, even, I think we've talked about this before, Mother Teresa, as magnanimous and wonderful as she was, she did it because it made her feel good. It was what she needed to do to feel good. That's why everything we do is self-centered, even when it's not self-centered. So why else? We have clients and prospects are much less likely to consider other options when dealing with a perceived authority. Okay, if you're the top dog, they don't want to hear what other people have to say. They want to talk to the person. When you're an authority, you'll be sought out for joint ventures and business opportunities because of the added value you bring. Mm-hmm. People want to associate with you further. They want to expand, their relationship with you. That is important to them. Everybody wants to be with the authority. That is what has to happen. So when you're and the point is, when you're branded as an authority, it is because people associate you with expertise. And by the way, Mark here, this charming gentleman here, this British gentleman, is an expert on authority marketing. And this is just the start. But Mark and I have decided that this is an amazing start. Yeah. It used to be, to get into the authority marketing space, you had to spend $10,000 or $15,000 to do the book thing. And then you had books that you had to get out to people. Now you don't have to. You can start with this. You might move to a book. That's not impossible, but this is a great place to start. The pinnacle of positioning is to be an authority connected with other authorities. So that's part of what you're trying to do always, is to build your network of the people that you know. And when you're seen as an authority, other authorities will connect with you. They won't connect with any schlub, but they will connect with people who are standouts. Okay. How do you get up to speed on this quickly? Because honestly, there's a lot to it. There is a lot to this. We spent weeks going over this, and we're experienced. We're offering the process to you, Social Prospecting 2.0. We will either train you or we will do it for you. And these are extensive programs, both of them. The training or the do it for you, okay? The steps to LinkedIn video success training. Here's the training that is involved. You're going to learn how to gain access to virtually anyone on LinkedIn, how to get the vast majority to respond quickly and positively. And this is not just articles, but how to create the articles, what to write in the articles, what the sequences are after them, what the drips are, all of those things. How to begin a dialogue at an entirely different level. How to turn your profile into a powerful sales page, and I'll show you mine in a minute. How to add virtually any prospect to your funnel automatically. Again, I'll show you some in a minute. How to position yourself and establish your unique selling proposition with every single prospect. We will interview you. We will have a conversation with you, and we will pull from you what your unique selling proposition is, what your hook is, what the thing is that you say or do that makes you stand out. You should all have that. If you don't know what it is, and I don't mean, well, we're really low, we use, I'm talking about why people want to do. It's about what you do for them. It's about their outcome. It's not about you, okay? How to become a real person with personality rather than just another picture in a paragraph. Yeah. The great thing about videos, when they're properly done, and one of those things is having interview videos. When you're interviewed, you're seen as an expert automatically. When someone interviews you, and that's one of the things that we do, and I'll show you an example of that in a minute. But doing that and then having that layered along with other videos that show your history and things, huge, huge opportunity to establish yourself in the minds of your prospects. How to make your profile into the ultimate initial contact point with perfect pre-positioning. We'll show you that in a second. How this results in hundreds of quality prospects enthusiastically connecting with you monthly and seeing you as a savvy social media presence. When you do this, and it just goes on daily, dozens every day, so if you do 15, 20 a day, the end of the month, you got 400 to 600 prospects connected with you on a much deeper level. Not prospects who just saw your name and clicked the button. They saw you in a video. They heard what you had to say. They know what you're about. They know what you do. So when you have conversations with them, they're far more productive, okay? Bottom line is how to become a standout authority in your marketplace to your targeted prospects. That's what you want to be. When people talk about your skill set in your marketplace, they should be talking about you, number one. They should know who you are. Your name should always come up. You should always be in the mix. That's how you get lots of business. So we're going to teach you all of that stuff. I guess it might be a good time to sort of take a quick look at give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you some things that we've done that make a big difference. Oh, LinkedIn slowed it. Oh, we got too much bandwidth and everything else. All right, well, we'll keep going. I'll show you that in a minute. So anyway, and this is now that you've know what to do in LinkedIn, now you have to learn how to create effective videos. Here's an equipment. You get an equipment list, what you need, okay? We're going to teach you how to use phone cameras and how to get started with nothing but your smartphone. You can create great videos on a smartphone if you know how to do it. Yep. We'll show you how to do that, okay? Using 4K, how to make one camera do the work of three. You want to touch on that for a moment with us, Mark?
Yeah, very simple, really. I mean, if you've got a high-resolution camera, you've got so much quality available to you over the whole of the image that you can, let's say you have two people in the image, you can then zoom into one person while they're talking, come back out and zoom into another person while they're talking. But you do that all in the editing side. You don't need to do that while you're actually filming. So with a single camera, you can do a nice interview with, we've used it with up to 4 people. And the results that you get are just phenomenal. It looks like you've got a complete studio at your disposal, whereas it's just one camera and a reasonable bit of lighting.
Yep. That's the kind of expertise we're talking about when you know how to do it. And we'll show you some examples of that. Lighting, how to properly set up a 4-point lighting to make seeing you look like real life, okay? I am modestly lit. Mark's better lit. Amber's not really lit at all. You look at each of us and see the difference, okay? Green screen, how you can use green screen to create, intrigue and atmosphere. Let me show you how much fun green screen is, guys. When you're doing a green screen, you can go around the world. You can do whatever you want to do. I can pop to wherever I want to be. I can have whatever I want going on in the background. I can be in my backyard. I can be in San Francisco. I can be out in the woods. I can be on the moon. Okay. It is when you have a good green screen. I mean, think about the presentation when people see you sitting in what is a typical professional interview position. That's where you look like takes it up a whole nother level. Perception is reality, folks, and that's what green screens do for you. Let me go back to where am I? I'm in Plymouth. Where am I? In England? I'm in England.
Plymouth, England. Yep.
Yeah, I'm in England. I'm in England right now, so I'm hanging out with my buddy Mark here.
So Dusty has a question. Is the S9 a 4K? Mark, I don't know if you want to comment on that.
I honestly don't know. I'm not. I'm an Apple fanboy, so you'll have to look at the spec. I understand that most cameras above, I think the S8 are at least up near 4K, but you'll need to look at the specs.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay. Sound. We're going to show you how to get the proper sound. It makes a difference. Sound is as or sometimes more important than good video. You can get away with not perfect video if the sound is crisp and clean. Yeah. Because hearing it, we don't actually see things. Our brains make up these. They make up. Patterns. Our brains use patterns. Thank you for that very difficult word. Our brains use patterns. When I see Amber, who I see all the time, I don't see Amber. I see a little piece of her, and my brain goes, "Oh, I know what that is," and it creates it for me. Okay, that's why there's a lot of things. There's some weird brain science about it, but as a motorcycle rider, people don't, when they see one light, that doesn't register with them. So if you ride a motorcycle, I tell everybody I ride motorcycles with, if you don't have 2 headlights when you're on low beam, always ride high beam. You need people to see 2 lights, because the science, and I read a great article about it, said the science is the brain says, I don't know what that is, so it makes it go away. Yeah. And that's what happens, which is horrifying, but that's the way it is. Oops. Here we go. Video type. How to save and render your videos for great web delivery. When you are putting a video together, it's not like every video goes the same way. There are some very, very specific ways that you have to render it to get the best results, both in shape, size, bit rate, frame rate. There's so many things, and Mark's a real expert at this. But the bottom line is, when you're creating your video, depending on where you're going to use it, you're going to want to render it and export it in a different fashion and with different settings. Yeah. And that's important to know, and that's a great thing to have. Recording location, making it look like a professional setting when you're in your home office or spare room, meeting room, or den, okay? Spoiler alert, green screen, okay? As a matter of fact, this is kind of fun. Here, I'll go back to my little demonstration. All right, guys. This is what it looks like. That's where I am. All right. Look at the difference in that.
Oh, the magic's gone and come back again.
Is that not spectacular? That the difference that makes? So that's the big difference that it's gonna make for you. Okay. Oh, see, there's a little iPhone thing. By the way, I bought some. I'll talk about that later. I bought a gimbal. It's pretty cool. We're going to teach you how to create a LinkedIn funnel. Okay. We're going to create the article, the critical 3-step structure to an effective article. There are 3 very important pieces to an article you got to have to make it do exactly what you want it to do. We're going to teach you how to do that. The initial contact sequence, exactly what contact sequence you need to use to reach your ideal prospects. And that's determined by who your ideal prospects are. What kind of people you're after. That matters. Profile visuals, making your profile stand out with images and calls to action. All right? I think my thing came up. It did. Let me show you this right now, okay? This is, okay. This is, here's my profile now, okay? And this is, you're going to see my version of it, which is where I'm supposed to do all the editing and everything. But if you look, I'm using the same background I'm using right now. So if the people see me on a video, they'll tie that together. A call to the people. I work with financial advisors and life insurance pros, largely. I give them an easy link. Just go to www.moneysinthevideo.com. All right? Learn how to use video and LinkedIn to capture hundreds of warm prospects every month. I just talked to my prospect who came, hundreds of them who come to my site, and gave them an easy way to start down the path of dealing with me, okay? And then if you look, using social media and video to make you a star, driving prospects to you with proven digital campaigns, okay? That's about them. That's about what happens to you. Then look, visuals. You know, this is what people will see, and examples that people can have to see what's going on. This part won't show in your thing, but oh, look at this. This is 70 post views today, okay? I've had it over 150. Here's an article here's the last article I sent. Here's all my articles, okay? You know, there's lines of articles that I've done, okay? Those all add credibility. When people go looking at your picture and they get into your articles, they see what you've written about. The story about my past, okay? This isn't my CV. This is a story about why I like working, doing what I'm doing, and how I do it, and what it means. And this right here is an interview of me talking about what I did, okay? Who did the interview? A brilliant British gentleman who shall remain nameless, but whose initials are Mark Moxham. But, you know, we have the video, and it looks fantastic. By the way, here's something really cool that you can do with video, with a green screen. In the background of this video, it's not a still picture like you see right now. We actually have a video behind the video. So your background is a moving video. You'll see, you can see examples of that, but that's very, very impressive to see, okay? And then the education and all the rest of that stuff. But the bottom line is everything in my site gives them a chance. If you look right here, I also put in, you know, if you want to, I put the same call to action that was up there. A few videos below to see how we can help you drive your client acquisition and growth. This is about you. Click show more to attend our free webinar and learn how to get hundreds of prospects a month. Just copy paste this link, moneysinthevideo.com. Okay. That's a very effective way to start a funnel. Now, what happens after that, when they go to Money's in the Video, that's when they get into our real funnel. That's where all the real stuff happens. But we get them to go look, and it's not hard to do. No. Okay, hold on here. Why can't I get? Oh, I can never see my pointer disappears on no time. Profile videos, creating great videos that tell your story with your prospect in mind. Like I just said, an interview where I talk about what we do for people, not about hey, I've developed 250,000 square feet of real estate, and I've done this, and I've done that, and I've done that. You know, that's interesting if it's tied to what they do. It's interesting if you're telling a story. It's not interesting to read. Okay. Call to action funnel development, creating an effortless, simple click-through with dead easy process for your clients. Again, click on a video, show up at my site, click to where you want to go, click to look at what you want to see, click to what you want to have happen, click to connect with me, click to set an appointment with me, click to see my tutorial on this, click to get my weekly newsletter, marketing newsletter, whatever it is. Group development. And not everybody wants to do this, but these are incredibly powerful because you can use groups to build, you can build and use a group to enhance your authority throughout your market. If you want to, I'm not talking about, we've done thousands, actually millions of people in local networking groups, and those are great, but it's far more powerful. And one of the guys, the guy who had the question, Dusty, to create a group that is targeted at certain kinds of people, to niche it, to make it about something that they all have in common. Those people, when you're the leader of that group, then your authority really steps up.
Yeah.
And then continuing contact sequences, drip sequences that build rapport and trust. We're going to teach you how to do all that stuff, or do it for you, right? Here's how the training will be delivered. This is the site. It'll be 6 weeks of courses, and each course will have three pieces to it, 3 videos. You do it at your own pace. You just sit there and go through it. We'll also have some live sessions, but these are very comprehensive videos that show you everything, okay? Word step by step by step, okay? Very, very simple to do, very simple to follow. Whoops. And something that you can go back to and refer to. You can watch it while you're doing it. So see it here, do it there, Okay, that's the training. But if you're in a hurry, okay, done for you. Our team, Mark, myself, Amber, and the rest of our team will work directly with you one-on-one and build out each aspect of your LinkedIn video prospecting funnel. We'll interview you both for video. We'll interview you to get your story. We'll interview you to get your unique selling proposition and tell you how you should be marketing yourself, okay? We create engaging video article to capture your ideal prospects, all right? And by the way, an article, no one's asking you to write anything. You just need to talk to us about what you want to tell people. The article creates it. We create the article from that. Then create a sequence of follow-ups to those people. So after you get one article, you might do one piece, then you might do another piece, another piece. So that's different, going to be different for everybody, but whatever it is, it is. Create a professional LinkedIn banner header for your profile with a powerful call to action to your prospects, just what you saw on the top of mine, that kind of thing. Create 2 evergreen videos that reinforce your message and act as a perfect salesperson 24/7. Those videos are just are part of what you see down in here. That's going to be, here's all the information. Here's things that will help you. This video, things that are, perhaps you do, if you do college funding or you do Social Security planning, we'll do a video about that and we'll tell the story about what that is, and then more story, or what it is, and we'll do multiples of them. We'll do at least 2 of those to get those going for you, okay? We'll create a comprehensive video interview where you'll be coached to the best way to promote your most profitable, beneficial products or service. That one interview is going to be probably 15 minutes long or so. It's going to be structured. You're going to know what's coming, and you're going to be able to just say whatever it is you want to say. And we'll help you articulate that in the most powerful way. Although in many cases, you guys will be the best to do that. We'll just make sure we structure it right so it gets to the right place. And then create a new article and message sequence. New article meaning new video, and message sequencing monthly. Every month, drop another one on there. Put another one on there. Put another one on there. Have multiple videos working for you, okay? The more videos, again, posting consistently makes you an authority, puts you at the top of the heap. And then access to the special Social Power Pro 2.0 that automates sharing. We have we've developed a new version of Social Power Pro that will actually do all these shares for you, put all that, so they automate it so you can do hundreds a night, just let it go. If that's what you want to do. You may not want to, but we'll talk about that. And done for you, stress-free. I know we got that bit. Stress-free for who? Bonus. Okay, people. For the first 20 people to sign up today, you're going to receive directly to your door a complete high definition video production kit in a big box. And that's going to include an HD camera that'll work with both Mac and PC, a studio quality condenser microphone like I've got here. I don't know if you can see mine here, this kind of thing. That's a condenser mic. That's why I can sound so good, because I've got that. And I even have it several feet away from my face. The stand for that, a full studio lighting package, including soft boxes, stands, and color match lamps. For those of you who don't know what a soft box is, hold still. This is a soft box. See the big box light? Because it's great lighting without the harshness. It's like sunlight inside. Okay? That's a soft box. Stands and color match lamps. So all that's all that works together and it helps you build out a 4-point lighting system. A black, a white, and a green screen, including stands and supports. Again, my screen behind me is green. I've got gray. I don't have white. I feel a little left out here. But you'll get one of each. So that sometimes you want to do an interview, you just want to look like you're sitting in it. You've seen those interviews where people just sit with a plain background, white or black. Green screen is for when you want to get a little trickier. But if you use multiples, it looks a lot better. Okay. All right. Where is it? What does this cost? The Done For You program, the standard cost of the service would include, because this is what the standard prices are. If you go to ProMotion, spelled S-H-I-N, P-R-O-M-O-S-H-I-N, they're one of the biggest explanation video creators there are on the web, and their big claim to fame is their low cost. A 1-minute video for them, a 1 to 2 minute explainer video starts at $1,500. Okay, we're talking about 5 different videos. We have, oh, by the way, we do face to camera. We also do image. What do you call those?
Voice over text and image.
Voice over text and image. That's the ones where you see things moving and all that. And you've seen videos like that from me. I did that I can show you an image of that. I did from Immigrants to Amazon was voiceover video. That was very well received. LinkedIn professionally designed banner and profile makeovers. In other words, we'll go through your profile, put in all the pieces, create the banner, the call to action, the backup piece, the funnel creation. So we create the funnel, the profile makeover, and creating a funnel. Honestly, you can spend 10 grand on a funnel, and you can spend 500 to 2,000 on a professional makeover, including the videos and things. So that's a big thing. Personalized scripts, emails, and articles written for you. We will create the articles. We will script them. We will write the follow-up sequences. All of that will be created for you. And then we'll do a video interview with on-screen coaching. Mark is masterful at getting the best out of people. Absolutely masterful. And between us, we will get out a great interview from you. Mm-hmm. That's a total of $12,990. That's no BS. Those are the standard prices. Go see a videographer. Go see anyone who does website designs, builds funnels. I've never seen a funnel for less than $2,500, honestly, but I put $1,500 to be conservative. The $7,500 is obviously conservative, right? Yeah. You're not going to pay near that. Our standard costing, early bird pricing, our standard price will be over a 50% saving, and that's going to be priced at $49.97 and $14.97 monthly. Okay, that's what the standard price will be. You guys are insiders. You've been with us for a long time. If you act immediately, this entire package, including the bonus production studio in a big box, the price will be just $29.97 and $9.97 a month to month, with a new video every month, a new sequence every month, a new protest every month. Every single month, you should be seeing between 400 and 600 prospects that have seen your videos, with your videos being about what you do, how you do it, and create relationships and contacts going through to your website. All of those things, very easy to do when you're using video. See, early bird gets the worm. Good image. Remember? Now, the comprehensive training and coaching program normal price will be $19.97. This is just for the 6-week training program, okay? The early bird price, if you just want the training, is $9.97, all right? Cut it in half. again, you guys are getting it low price. Once we get done with you guys, I'm going to use exactly that on the LinkedIn, and I'm going to reach out to 400 people a day, and we're just going to start putting them in. Okay? That's how well this works. All right? Now, think about this. We've lived your life. I've been an entrepreneur forever. I was in financial services for a while. I know cash flow can be a problem. We get it. All right? When you're paid by commission, it seems like it's always feast or famine. So we've got your back. If you want to lock in your spot and qualify for the bonus package and pay the early bird price and qualify for the the bonus package and the early bird price, you can qualify by paying a $500 deposit, and you can have 2 months to complete the transaction. So we'll give you 2 months, put down a deposit for as long as within 2 months you get it, you finish the program, you'll get the early bird pricing. All right, and that can be applied to either one. If you want to do the done for you, but you couldn't make it done, you could at least do the training in the 2 months. That'd be fine. But the bottom line is, we understand this is a placeholder. We want to know that you got skin in the game. You're serious. We'll save your place. We'll save your position. We'll have the bonus package ready for you. Where are we now? Oh, questions. I'll answer any questions. If you have any, just type in Q&A. And if you want to sign up, again, cute little thing, videogetsclients.com. And that'll take you to our webpage for sign up. And you can pick any of the three selections. I would ask, let's do a quick poll, if you would, Amber. If you guys would stick around for a poll, would you let me know if this opened your eyes to some things today? Was this helpful? Do you understand? How can we ask the question? Do you consider video to be important in your marketing plan? And do you get that? LinkedIn and video to be important to marketing plan. All right. And while she does that, would you guys think up your questions for me? I'm happy to answer them. Or if you have any for Mark, he's a lot smarter than me. He's got that cool British accent, which is always great to hear.
Oh, of course, dear boy.
Yeah, boy. I love dear boy. My mate and dear boy are my two favorite expressions. Ooh, water. Good idea. You get the poll going up? Okay. All right. No dying, Mark. You can't die on camera. You have to go off camera to die. Oh, there we go.
We do have some
questions.
Yeah. So Henry, I will send this out to repeat the costs and the options, so you'll get the recording as well as the PowerPoint with all of that information. And then Ernie wants to know, is there any compliance disclosures?
Oh, everything you do should go to compliance every time. The great thing about it is you get to show them, you get to tell them, you send them the script, say, here's what I'm going to say, or if you do an interview, you just send them the interview and say, there shouldn't be anything on there that would be a compliance issue. But compliance, just show them everything you do. I would never mess with that. That's absolutely a 100% do it right thing, because if you screw it up, it's bad.
Okay, perfect. We're about 43% of the way on the poll.
Okay, good. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to answer that. That's awesome. Oh, this doesn't let me vote. I was going to vote yes. Okay.
That would skew the data.
Yeah, I couldn't vote either, so
Sorry, guys.
What do they say? Vote early, vote often? Especially in Chicago? The Daily Machine. Any other questions for anybody?
Nope, those are the only questions that we have right now.
All right.
So while we're waiting for the poll, I will say that on top of this article share with Social Power Pro, we are rolling out something that we are calling custom tagging, and there's a new connections tab that allows you to do a lot more with your connections. So I will be doing a video training on that, and we'll be rolling that out tomorrow.
Awesome.
Mark wants to know, do we get access to the course forever, or
Yes.
just for 6 weeks?
No, yes. Yeah, it's rolled out over 6 weeks, but it'll be out there forever.
Excellent.
And anybody who's worked with me will know that I'm very generous with my time and answering questions and doing that stuff. So
Exactly. We also have Ernie, is a deposit refundable if I can't follow through?
no, we got to have skin in the game, guys. I mean, it can't be that's meaningless if it comes back. So the deposit is down payment. You can, as I said, you can use it to go to the training. So I would hope that would be no problem to do. We were more thinking about using the deposit just for the done for you, but this way we want to get you, if you want to hold on to the pricing, we'll do that for the training.
So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. We've been on for about 3 minutes, so I'll let you see the results here.
Okay. Thank you so much for your answers, folks. 85% say, of course. Nobody says no. 3 are not sure. Okay. I left something out. That's great information. Thanks so much, guys. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. I can tell you that this has been an amazing. It tripled my response rate for everything I've ever done, and it's not just that there's 3 times the response; it's the right people responding. And the great thing about I was going to do this. The great thing about this is you do not have to know the person that you share the article with. Mark and I were looking. We could have done it with Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay. We could have done it to who else did we try? Was it Michael Dell?
Bill Gates. I mean,
Bill Gates. Yeah.
Anybody in the public eye, we could have who were on LinkedIn. We could have.
Right. So if you know somebody you want to get to, the article share is your chance to start showing up in their world and being a name that pops up for them. So, I can't tell you again how powerful it is to do that.
Can you go back to the slide with the costs? I have another question from Joel, and that will.
All right.
The question previously.
All right. Okay. This is the training is $997 instead of $1997. And does he want the done for you, or does he want this?
Yeah, so just the done for you. I said I could send this out later, but I think it'd be helpful to have all of those right there.
Sure. Okay, going forward, our standard pricing will be $49.97 for the setup, because again, it's a whole lot of work, and then $14.97 for the monthly production of the video and the follow-up sequence and all that stuff, and access to the software and all that. But because this is an early bird program, you guys have been, in our worked with us in the past, we've made what we think is a great deal at $29.97 for the initial build out of all the 30 minutes up to 5 videos and all the rest of that. All the rest of the things are in there, and then $9.97 a month for a video every single month, along with the software, along with everything else.
Awesome. Last question I have right now is Henry again asking, does the response to get the today discount have to be done immediately or just sometime today?
Sometime today is fine.
Okay. Wonderful. So that's that's all the questions I have. Bob, I see what you have written, and hopefully sometime later you'll be able to join us. So that is it, my dears.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Super job.
Okay.
Right at the hour. I think we're great there.
Okay. Guys, I want to thank everybody so much for being here. Regardless of whether or not you choose to join us at this, I hope you learned something. That was the point of today, was to teach you about what's going on out there, how you can take advantage of it. Love to help you out. Love to, just if all you want to do is be trained, happy to do that. If you want us to, not even hold your hand, pretty much just carry you on our shoulders and walk you through it and set it up, happy to do that. We look forward to working with you and creating a great presence for you and showing you how powerful it is to have people check in with you to see what you're writing about them. So anyway, thanks everybody. We good, everyone?
We are good. Yes, thank you.
All right. Thanks everyone.
Have a great day.
Bye now.